Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
And that breaking news happening right now on the campus of Eastern Michigan University, where the faculty has just voted to strike. An overwhelming margin, 91% in favor of authorizing that.
And this all comes as contract talks with the university have stalled. Megan Woods is live on campus tonight. Megan, what does this mean for classes tomorrow?
Well, Devin, Kimberly, we're here on campus where halls like the one behind me are typically full of classes on a Wednesday morning or afternoon. But tomorrow, when more than 500 faculty members are on strike, that may not happen. The union tells us that this is something they didn't want to do, but something they felt like they had to do.
We don't take this lightly. We think this is the last tool that we have.
Tuesday night, the Eastern Michigan University AAUP union voted to authorize a strike. That means more than 500 tenured and tenure-track faculty won't be showing up to class Wednesday. EMU spokesperson Walter Kraft says they're disappointed in the union's decision.
We've offered a 6.2% increase to our faculty in the first year of their contract. They are already the most well compensated when you look at their salary and what they pay in health benefits.
We need a higher number for a meaningful raise because our healthcare premiums are going up and our the healthcare costs are also going up. It's not just the premiums, but it's what's covered.
The union is hoping this is short-lived, but with negotiations still going on, as soon as Wednesday morning, EMU felt the strike could have waited.
We find it very unfortunate for our students. They're only 7 days into the academic year. Tomorrow will be day 7. And for a disruption like this to occur is very difficult.
Not only that, students pay thousands of dollars to attend this university and expect their professors to be there for class, but say they also understand the union's fight for better pay.
You know, I don't want to miss class or anything, but I feel for them.
It kind of makes me wonder about how does the university value the staff and faculty if they aren't getting paid the amount that they're putting in for our education.
I mean, I think you should do what you need to do. I know there's a lot of teachers that are doing it, so it must be a big problem. So hopefully they fix it by the end of the week. That way I don't have to miss class.
And again, the university and the union, they don't want this to last long. They're meeting tomorrow morning for negotiations again. And as for students, the university is encouraging them to reach out to their professors to see if they will be available tomorrow. Live in Ypsilanti, I'm Megan Woods, Local 4.
All right, Megan, we are also following breaking news along 8 Mile, where police find a man with a gunshot wound inside his Jeep.
It turns out the shooting was actually a few blocks away. Tim Pamplin is on the scene with a night cam.
This shooting occurring in Detroit, but not here in Detroit. This is 8 Mile in Exeter on the Ferndale-Hazel Park, Detroit border. And there's the victim's Jeep right there. Bullet holes in that vehicle, blood all down the passenger side on the other side of that vehicle. Here's what we're being told happened a couple of blocks east of here, near the 75 8 Mile service drive on Winchester and O'Meara. The victim was sitting on his porch. That's 75 down there. That's the 75 service drive. A man came through this field here and opened fire on the victim who was sitting on his porch up there. There you see the chair turned over. He then got into his vehicle, tried to make it to the hospital. Hazel Park police saw him driving erratically along 8 Mile, got him stopped right there, bundled him into their police cruiser, got him up to the hospital. So to recap, a 30-year-old Detroit man in the hospital, shot in the chest. He's in critical condition after a lone gunman comes wandering through a neighborhood and starts opening fire. That is the scene right now along 8 Mile with a night cam. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
All right, Tim. Well, with just 63 days to go now until the November election, our exclusive Local 4 Detroit News poll shows a large gap in the gubernatorial race developing between Governor Whitmer and her Republican challenger, Tudor Dixon. Some things have changed in just a few months with the overturning of Roe versus Wade, the key issue now for a lot of Michigan voters.
Back in Mackinac in May, we talked, and it was all about inflation, and suddenly it's all about abortion.
It's become the leading issue among voters. When we ask Michigan voters which issue is most likely to get them to the polls, abortion and women's rights hold a 9-point lead over inflation and the cost of living. And that's turned things even farther in the favor of Governor Whitmer. In July, Whitmer led Dixon by 10 points. Today, the lead is widened to 13.
Women without a college degree, who were always essential to the Republican coalition, have left the coalition over abortion. Right now, Gretchen Whitmer has a 30-point lead amongst non-college women. That's an amazing shift from what we've seen in past elections.
This is also the first poll we've seen that includes the third-party candidates, Mary Bazuma, the Libertarian candidate, and Donna Brandenburg, a former GOP hopeful now running for the U.S. Taxpayers Party. Their combined polling stands at 4%. 4% most likely coming from voters that Tudor Dixon needs. Meanwhile, the money gap between Whitmer and Dixon is daunting, making it even tougher for Dixon to change the conversation away from abortion.
Tudor Dixon has about $450,000 cash available to her right now. And you've got Gretchen Whitmer's campaign sitting there with $14 million cash on hand. That's $200,000 a day she can spend from now until the election. I mean, let's not forget, we're 1,500 hours until the polls close in Michigan.
That means she can buy a lot of advertising, and this is why, here again, I believe it bears repeating. You're seeing an awful lot of ads. She's clearly on the air quite a bit more than Tudor Dixon is right now. One of those ads includes Kimberly Gill and our Grant Herms, and it's really important, again, to point out we have no control over those ads. It's illegal for us to turn them away, to not accept. It would also be illegal for us to edit them, but it in no way reflects your opinion on this election.
And it is so confusing for the viewers as well. I've gotten so many emails just people wanting to clarify or think that I'm taking a side, and that's not the case at all. And as you said, they don't have to ask for permission. Right. They also don't have to pay for it. But, you know, that is not the case. This falls under a law that is known as fair use. And it's why you see news coverage of all kinds used in so many of these ads. By the way, tomorrow morning on Local 4 News Today, we'll be revealing more of our exclusive poll results, including two other statewide races, Attorney General and Secretary of State. That's tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. All right, well, the air conditioning won't be needed overnight, but that won't be the case for the rest of the week.
So let's go over to Kim with finally some sunshine in the forecast, right?
Lots of sunshine over the next several days and a warming trend. Take a look at our temperatures over the next several days. Thursday 83, Friday 84, Saturday 84, but hang on, let me step out of the way because it's Michigan. You know it's going to change. Tuesday's high next week, 70. That's the high, not the low. So we do have a slight warm up and then boom, right back to below normal temperatures. Clouds and radar, not much going on. We had a gradual clearing throughout the afternoon, and now skies are mostly clear, which sets the stage for a cool night with temperatures only in the 50s, 54 right now in Sandusky, 57 in Port Huron. When you send the kids to the bus stop in the morning, it'll be 59 degrees with mostly clear skies. Great morning to drop them at the bus stop and take a nice long walk. And then in the afternoon, when you pick them up, it'll be sunny and 79. More on your weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
Sounds good, Kim. Thank you. The search is on in Detroit for a teenage driver from Sunday's shooting involving police. 15-year-old Michael Brown is the suspected driver of a stolen SUV. New video for DPD shows the wild scene Sunday night near 8 Mile and Glastonbury. Officers were trying to pull over the SUV that was carjacked earlier in the day. Police tried to box in the SUV, but the driver took off, hitting a police car and driving over the hood. That led to officers firing shots.
Firing those shots were within our policy guidelines. My review of the video showed that to be the case. We are searching for the driver of the vehicle, and we are asking our community, who has come through for us many times, to do so again tonight and to provide us information on that suspect before he injures anyone else.
2 people were taken into custody at the scene. Anyone with information on Michael Brown should call Detroit Police or Crime Stoppers. That number is 1-800-SPEAK-UP. City of Ann Arbor tonight approving funding for a study that could pave the way for the city creating its own public power utility.
It wasn't close. City Council voting 10-1 to fund the city, which will look into the feasibility of breaking with DTE and trying to see how feasible it would be to have its own public power utility. Study will cost about $450,000.
Repairs are complete for the broken water main causing problems for Metro Detroiters since mid-August. Crews finished installing the new pipe after a leak was found August 13th at the treatment facility in Lake Huron. The leak affected water pressure in more than 20 Metro Detroit communities, leading to a temporary boil water notice. The Great Lakes Water Authority says the new water main is expected to begin operation by September 21st.
President Biden is coming to the North American International Auto Show. The White House says the president will travel to Detroit next Wednesday to visit. Last week, the president mentioned that he planned to attend the show, noting that he's a car guy. His visit will coincide with the auto show's media day. That's 1 week from tomorrow.